Gurdeep Singh Sappal. Gurdeep Singh Sappal is the national spokesperson of Indian National Congress. He is the former chief executive officer and editor-in-chief of Rajya Sabha TV, the public broadcaster owned and operated by Rajya Sabha, the upper house of the Parliament of India. He was the officer on special duty to the Vice President of India and worked as his aide and political advisor. Sappal is credited with conceptualizing and establishing Rajya Sabha Television (RSTV). He has also conceptualized and produced a 10-part television series, Samvidhaan, the Making of the Constitution of India, which re-enacts the debates of the Constituent Assembly and recreates the drama of the political and parliamentary process of developing the salient features of the Constitution of India. The series was directed by Shyam Benegal. He also conceptualized and produced feature film Raagdesh for RSTV, directed by Tigmanshu Dhulia. Project. Sappal's last film project was Raagdesh. It is a cinematic rendition of the famous Red Fort trials of the Indian National Army's as Hind Fawz. The trials were held in 1945 by the British government, who charged Lieutenant Colonel Gurdeep Singh Sappal, Major General Shahnawaz Khan and Lieutenant Colonel Prem Sahgal with charges of acting against the King of Britain and murder. The three were the main associates of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. The film was conceptualized by Sappal, is directed by Tigmanshu Dhulia. Career. Sappal started his career as Senior Research Fellow in Council for Scientific and Technology, Research CSIR, where he worked on information systems for MLTI sectoral rural development. He also worked for inconclusive PhD in information systems at IIT Delhi. Thereafter, he worked on several research projects in rural technology development, district primary education program, Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, and child labor. He was also an active participant in adult literacy and post-literacy campaigns. He has also worked as aide to Suresh Pachauri, Minister of State for Personnel and Parliamentary Affairs from 2004-2007 in the UPA-1 government. Thereafter, he was associated with the election of the President of India and Vice President of India in 2007. He was the main coordinator for the election campaign of Mohammad Hamid Ansari, who went on to become the Vice President of India for two successive terms, i.e. 2007-2012 and 2012-2017. After taking office in August 2007, the Vice President of India Hamid Ansari chose him as his main advisor for political and parliamentary work and appointed him as the officer on special duty. The association lasted for the entire 2 terms of S.H. Ansari as the Vice President of India. In 2008, Rajya Sabha had decided to start its own 24/7 TV channel. The efforts to begin the channel were frustrated due to various reasons for the next 3 years. In 2011, the decision was taken to hand over the reins of the proposed channel to Sappal, who was given the additional task of the CEO RSTV. Within months of taking the charge, he started limited broadcast of the channel on 26 August 2011. Subsequently, it became a 24/7 channel on 26 January 2012. Controversies. Sappal and RSTV faced criticism on Twitter for declining to telecast Yoga Day in June 2015. It was a false charge and was answered to by Sappal, who was supported by the mainstream media.